Hi everyone, Danielle here. I'm doing a solo overview of Verdant, Arizona, a game published by Galen's Games, who provided this review copy for me to cover on my channel. And it is designed by Robin David. So we are going to be placing out this deck of cards in a 3x3 grid face up. And our goal is to take some of those cards and make our own 4x4 grid of cards. And we will be scoring them according to some of the scoring guidelines here. So we would get 1 point for every row and column in ascending or descending order, 1 point for every gecko in a row or column that is in ascending or descending order, and then 2 points for every quadrant where all 4 cards are the same color. So this game is very, very quick, and the solo mode is extremely easy. So let's get started. We're just going to set up the board here. So we have a bunch of these cards. Again, we're going to do a 3x3. So already we see a card with a gecko on it. That's what that looks like. And these are numbered, and it will matter for the solo player. The AI doesn't take into account the numbers. They will basically score on the number of cards that are the most of a color. So if they have the most reds, they'll count how many cards they have, and then they'll score based off of that number of cards. And then we will take the first turn. Actually, let's look for the nest. We have one nest, so we're going to just put one of these tokens onto the nest. And this is a cacti run token. Okay, we actually have three geckos, which is pretty cool. We're definitely going to want to try to get those. It will matter more to the player than the AI player. All right, so I'm going to put a small car token that will be traveling, and we will be taking up to 2 turns to take a card into our tableau, essentially, that is adjacent to where the car will stop. And I get to decide as the first player where this car starts. So I'm actually gonna have it start down here. It could start outside the grid. All right. So now Vera will take their turn. Within 2 moves, they will take one of these cards into their possession. So right now, they have a priority to take a card matching the last color that she took. Right now, she doesn't have one. So now she'll try to go for a gecko, which she could reach. There wasn't anywhere I could really put this truck where it wouldn't reach, unfortunately. So yeah, so they're gonna end up going 1, 2, and taking this gecko. And then whenever a card is taken from the grid, you put one face down from the deck. And then I'll put a pile of them in here, over here for Vera, which is the solo AI's name. All right, so now it's our turn. We could take up to 2 turns as well. And I'm going to definitely take that. So it's 1, 2, and I'll pick this card because it's the only card adjacent, and I get to place it in my grid. I get to kind of place it wherever I want right now, only because there's no other card already in my tableau. But if there was, which will be, my next turn, I have to place a card adjacent to an existing card in the grid. All right, so now I place a card face down in this spot, and then Vera's turn will begin. So they're gonna go for any card color that matches what they took before, which is kind of a yellowish color. So they're just gonna go here and grab this one, put one face down. And then we are going to try to grab this gecko. So one, sorry, it was upside down. 1, 2. Okay, so I'm gonna put it right here, face down, and then they're gonna move 2, and this is perfect for them. They're just gonna move 1, um, and then 2, I guess. They're taking this because it matches the color of the last card they took. Again, they want to try to get as many of the same color as they can. I'll just move 1 and go here and grab this. There's a 32. I'll put it here. And I now have this token, which I can spend to give myself an additional movement. Or I could spend 2 to uh, switch the positions of any two cards that have been already placed. So I will keep this just in my possession. Refill. And then they're going to end up going 1, 2, taking this card. And then I'm going to go 1 and grab this and place it right here. And my goal was to do ascending, and I did it, which is great. Um, and then they're going to end up taking the last card. Now space up. So in this instance, we have to actually reset the market. So to reset the market, if there were any face-up cards currently still in play, we would place a Cactus Run token on all the face-up cards. But right now, that's not the case. We're going to flip over all the face-down cards in the market grid. And then I'll continue with my turn. Okay. So I think I will go 1, 2, grab this. And then they're going to try to go for a white. 1, 2. And then I'm just going to go, I'm going to turn it around. That's a move. And then go this way and put it here. This will be a descending row, I think. Yeah. This column's not going to probably be anything for me because the gap is too big, but that's okay. I was only focusing on the rows for some reason. Um, And then you want to have quadrants of the same color, which will give you a point at the end of the game too. So 2 points actually. All right, so they're gonna move to get the white. They're gonna go 1, 2. And I'm getting confused on how this is oriented, but hopefully that makes sense. And if not, I'll definitely make a note in the description below. And then you'll just continue in this fashion. I'm going to move up to 2 spaces, and I think I will move 1, 2, grab this 20. And I'm actually going to put it down here. And then they will end up taking their turn. So if we were to score right now, we would get 1 point for this row because this is in ascending order. And then we would definitely get for this quadrant 2 points. And you would be able to score on potentially 4 quadrants in a 4x4. So planning ahead is great. As far as columns, you do the same thing. If they're ascending or descending order, you get to score a point for that row. And of course, you get to spend the Ren if you have it in your possession, put it in your supply if needed. The solo player Vera does not use these. So if they ever get one of these, they will end up putting it in the box. Oh, geckos. So because I did score this row, I would score the geckos an extra point for each of them. So this would be 1 point for the row, 2, 3 for the gecko. So something to just make note of. You don't score them for quadrants. All right. So that was my overview of Verdant, Arizona. Not a not a long overview because this is a very quick game, which I like. It comes in this tin, very portable, and yeah, it is a 1 to 2 player game. So if you do want to give it a try, you can play with more players. Takes about 15 to 30 minutes to play, and they recommend ages 10 and up. All right. Well, there you have it, Verdant, Arizona. Hopefully I'm saying verdant, right? But yeah, very fun little nature game that you can just bring anywhere you want to play. All right. Thanks so much for watching. If you're not already subscribed, please consider subscribing. A like or a comment is also always appreciated. And I hope you're doing well. Happy gaming. Bye.